Winter storm Niana is coming. Good morning, everyone. Today we need to talk about a major winter event heading for Europe in early 2025. This one's called Winter Storm Niana, and it's shaping up to be a real game changer. We're expecting a potent mix of heavy snow, strong winds, and freezing rain, conditions that could disrupt travel, close schools, and make daily life challenging for millions. But don't panic. Being prepared is the best way to stay safe. In this video, we'll break down why Niana is forming, where it's likely to hit hardest, and what you can do to get ready. We'll look at the science behind the storm, compare it to past events, and give you a simple checklist to prepare. Think of this as your winter weather playbook. By the end, you'll know exactly what to expect and how to protect yourself and your family. So grab a warm drink, get comfortable, and let's dive in. This isn't just a weather report, it's your guide to facing Winter Storm Niana. Let's get started. Time to put on our science hats and dive into the fascinating world of weather. When it comes to understanding what's brewing with Niana, we need to look at the big picture. How different forces in our atmosphere come together to create something extraordinary. Imagine the atmosphere as a giant pot of soup simmering on the stove. When the right mix of ingredients comes together, heat, moisture, and wind, you get a powerful storm. But what are those key ingredients that make Niana so unique and intense? The main players are the polar vortex, the jet stream, the North Atlantic Oscillation, NAO, and La Nina. Each one acts like a chef, adding its own flavor to the mix. The polar vortex is a swirling mass of icy air that usually stays locked over the North Pole. But when it weakens or breaks apart, it can unleash waves of frigid air, sending them plunging southward into Europe and beyond. The jet stream, on the other hand, is like a fast-moving river of wind high above us. It steers weather systems across continents. If it becomes wavy or dips unusually far south, it can drag that Arctic air right into the heart of Europe, setting the stage for extreme cold and snow. The NAO is a pressure pattern over the Atlantic Ocean. When it shifts into its negative phase, it weakens the jet stream even more, opening the door for cold air to spill south and linger over Europe, making conditions even harsher. Then there's La Nina, a climate pattern in the Pacific Ocean. It can block the usual flow of mild Atlantic air, trapping cold over Europe for days or even weeks at a time, intensifying winter's grip. When all these powerful forces align, you get the perfect recipe for a major winter storm, one that can bring heavy snow, biting winds, and widespread disruption. That's exactly what's happening with Niana, a rare and dramatic combination of global forces all pointing to a high-impact event that Europe hasn't seen in years. It's not just a random fluke, it's science in action, with each atmospheric ingredient playing a crucial role in shaping the outcome. By understanding these ingredients and how they interact, scientists and meteorologists can better predict and prepare for what's coming, helping communities stay safe and informed. So, let's take a closer look at how this chilly recipe is coming together for Europe, and what it could mean for the weeks ahead. Next, we'll zoom in on the polar vortex and jet stream to see exactly how they're shaping Niana. Stay with me as we unravel the science behind this extraordinary winter event. Let's focus on the polar vortex, a spinning zone of icy air high above the Arctic. This vast, swirling system acts like a giant cold storage, keeping the most frigid air locked away at the top of the world. It's a crucial player in shaping winter weather across the northern hemisphere. Normally, the polar vortex is strong and stable, forming a tight barrier that keeps cold air bottled up in the Arctic. But this year, it's looking weak and unstable, with its boundaries starting to wobble and break apart. When the vortex wobbles, it leaks frigid air southward, setting the stage for powerful winter storms like Niana. This southward surge of Arctic air can catch many regions off guard, bringing sudden and severe cold snaps. The jet stream, a fast-moving ribbon of air high above us, usually keeps things in check by steering weather systems and acting as a barrier between cold and warm air. But when the polar vortex weakens, the jet stream loses its strength and starts to meander, dipping far to the south and creating dramatic weather patterns. These dips, called troughs, pull Arctic air deep into Europe, creating a battleground between cold and mild air. The result is a clash of temperatures that fuels intense storms and unpredictable weather. When these air masses collide, you get intense weather: snow, wind, and ice. Streets become treacherous, cities grind to a halt, and daily life is disrupted by the sheer force of winter. This clash is the engine behind Winter Storm Niana, driving its strength and unpredictability as it sweeps across the continent. The jet stream not only brings the cold but also acts as a steering wheel, guiding the storm's path across Europe and determining which regions will be hit the hardest. It's a powerful tag team. The polar vortex supplies the cold, and the jet stream delivers it right to Europe's doorstep, working together to shape the winter's most extreme moments. That's why this winter could be so intense, with the potential for more frequent and severe storms than usual. Next, let's look at the Atlantic's role in all this and how ocean currents and storms from the west add another layer to Europe's winter weather story. The story isn't over yet. There's much more to uncover about what's driving this wild winter. Let's keep going. Now let's talk about the North Atlantic Oscillation, or NAO, a pressure seesaw between Iceland and the Azores. In its positive phase, strong westerly winds bring mild, wet air to Europe. But this winter we're expecting a negative NAO, which weakens those winds and lets cold air pour in from the north and east. This blocking pattern can lock cold weather in place, fueling storms like Niana. La Niña, meanwhile, is cooling the Pacific and encouraging these same blocking patterns in the Atlantic. Together, a negative NAO and La Niña create the perfect setup for a severe winter outbreak. Cold air gets trapped over Europe, and storms can linger for days. This isn't just a cold snap, it's a prolonged, high-impact event. That's why meteorologists are sounding the alarm. Now, let's see which regions should prepare the most. So, where will Niana hit hardest? Our models show the UK and Ireland will feel the first impacts: strong winds, heavy rain and snow, especially in Scotland and northern England. Coastal areas could see flooding and erosion from storm surges. As Niana moves east, Germany, Poland and the Benelux countries are on alert for major snowfall, up to 30-50 centimeters in cities like Berlin and Amsterdam. Expect blizzard conditions, power outages and dangerous travel. Scandinavia will face extreme cold with temperatures dropping to -20 or even -30 degrees Celsius plus biting winds. The Baltic states will also see heavy snow and frigid temperatures. In southern Europe, France will have a sharp north-south divide. Snow in the north, cold rain in the south. The Alps are bracing for huge snowfalls and high avalanche risk. Italy and the Balkans may avoid the worst snow, but the cold will reach everywhere. No region escapes Niana's chill. To understand Niana's potential, let's look back at recent storms. Remember Storm Darcy in 2021? It brought Siberian air, heavy snow, and froze Amsterdam's canals. Beautiful, but disruptive. The 2018 Beast from the East and Storm Emma caused chaos power outages, stranded drivers, and empty store shelves across the UK and Ireland. Storm Eunice in 2022 brought hurricane-force winds, tearing roofs off buildings and shutting down travel. These storms show how quickly life can grind to a halt when extreme weather hits. The lesson? Heed official warnings and prepare early. Power outages, blocked roads, and supply chain disruptions can last for days. Niana could combine the heavy snow of Darcy with the winds of Eunice. Past storms remind us, respect the weather, and take action before it arrives. Preparation is key. Now, let's talk about how you can stay safe. Don't wait until the last minute. Here's your winter storm checklist. With Niana on the way, here's how to prepare for the upcoming storm and ensure your safety and comfort during these challenging weather conditions. Secure anything outside your home that could blow away. Garden furniture, bins, or loose branches. This will prevent them from becoming dangerous projectiles. Check windows and doors for drafts, and know where your water shutoff valve is in case of frozen pipes. This can help prevent costly damage. Build an emergency kit: flashlights, extra batteries, and a reliable radio. Include first aid supplies, non-perishable food, and other essentials. Ensure you have at least 3 liters of water per person per day, enough to last several days. Prepare your car. Check tires, battery, and antifreeze levels to ensure your vehicle is ready for winter conditions. Keep the fuel tank at least half full to avoid running out of gas in an emergency. Pack a winter kit for your car: blankets, warm clothes, and a sturdy shovel. Include an ice scraper and jumper cables for unexpected situations. Don't forget snacks and water to keep you nourished if you get stranded. If possible, avoid travel during the storm to stay safe. Stay informed, sign up for weather alerts, and keep an eye on updates. Follow updates from your National Weather Service for the latest information. Make a plan with your family to ensure everyone knows what to do. Check on neighbors, especially the elderly or vulnerable, to ensure their safety. Communication and preparation make all the difference in these situations. Don't underestimate the storm. Take these steps now to protect yourself and your loved ones. A little effort today can save a lot of trouble tomorrow, ensuring peace of mind. Stay safe, stay warm, and look out for each other during these challenging times. Next, let's talk about the bigger picture, climate change and its impact on our winters. There's more to this story, and understanding it is crucial for our future. Stay tuned as we explore the broader implications of these weather patterns. You might wonder, how does a huge snowstorm fit with global warming? The answer: climate change is making winter weather more extreme and unpredictable. The Arctic is warming twice as fast as the rest of the planet, destabilizing the polar vortex and sending cold air south. As the temperature gap between the Arctic and mid-latitudes shrinks, the jet stream slows and becomes wavier, leading to persistent cold spells. A warmer atmosphere holds more moisture, so when storms do form, they can dump record-breaking amounts of snow. Fewer snow days overall, but bigger, more intense storms when they hit. Data shows extreme precipitation events, rain and snow, are on the rise across Europe. Climate change is supercharging our weather systems. That's why preparation is more important than ever. Niana isn't just a weather story, it's a climate story. Understanding this helps us face the future. Let's wrap up with some final thoughts. Winter storm Niana is coming, and it's time to get ready. We've covered the science, the risks, and the steps you can take to stay safe. The key: prepare early, stay informed, and help your community. Check on neighbors, especially those who need extra support. Listen to local authorities and weather experts, they have the latest info. Remember, events like Niana are becoming more common as our climate changes. We all have a role to play, from reducing our carbon footprint to supporting smart policies. Weather connects us all. Let's face this together. Stay safe, stay warm, and look out for each other. We'll get through this storm, just as we have before. When the snow melts, we'll be stronger and better prepared for the next challenge. Take care, and thanks for watching.